Welcome back. We're going to take a brief look at a game that's very underappreciated, kind of like an underrated gem. And the reason why it's underrated is because it falls in the shadows of Metal Slug, probably one of the best run and gun series on the planet. And unfortunately, like I said, a lot of people overlooked this game. A lot of people only got a chance to play it when they had the SNK Volume 1 collection. Even though it was kind of like a poor port of it, it still gave them the opportunity to see the other types of games that Neo Geo had other than just fighting. And yeah, it's just an outstanding game. The game was developed by Saurus. It is rated at 346 megs. As you can see, it's two-player simultaneous. And what separates this game is you can either do it solo, or you can actually what they call like team play, where you pick, I believe it's 3 members, and you switch between the members on the fly, and basically using as a strategy in order to you know, accomplish or get through the game. And they act as your 3 lives, because I believe you're only given like 3 lives. And the game features like everything from, you know, power-ups to, you know, food, you know, for your life, because you have a life bar, so it's not a one-hit kill type of game, which is actually really enjoyable. It kind of reminds me of like Mercs, or Akari Warriors. I like Mercs a lot better than Akari Warriors, but it kind of has that type of feel. And also what's unique is it has like a dodging type of maneuver, as you see, or evasive, very much in the King of Fighters fashion. Alright, let's go with Team Battle. Choose some people here. Alright, like I said, you have, you know, your 3 team members, and they act as your 3 life bars, so you can switch them on the fly. And, yeah, it just basically works like that. Alright, so you have Mountain, Jungle, let's just go with Mountain. And what's cool about this game is it's very in vein of Metal Slug, a lot of the later Metal Slugs, of the non-linear path, which is actually really cool. So multiple paths equal brings more replay value. Now, one of the faults though about this game is that the strategy involved is between the team play is that you take heavier damage because you have the 3 people you're working with. And here you can switch, as you see right there. Whereas, I believe when you do it solo, it's a little bit different in the way you take damage too. Plus, each of the characters, I believe, takes damage differently also, because they all have different attributes. And it's just like, rather than the Metal Slug series, where all the, you know, you have Marco and all of them, but they're cool, but they don't really, the characters don't really add anything to the game. They really don't. It's just, they're the same thing, they're just a different character. Here, you have to choose wisely, because otherwise, if you don't choose wisely, it could be a detriment. So the thing is that that's what's really cool about this game. This is very reminiscent of the Mercs and stuff. That's what's really cool about this. And like I said, they all have their different bombs and stuff, which is really cool. You know, some have like napalm and shit like that, which is actually really cool. So, the graphics on the characters are not bad. I mean, don't be wrong, they're not like super standout or anything. Metal Slug actually is where the graphical design for run and gun shooters is. But the animation is excellent, everything moves fluid, and it still looks good, especially the backgrounds, you know, the layering in the mountains and things of that nature, the enemy vehicles. They all look really cool, and the scaling, as you see, as the troopers jumping onto the field, which is really cool. So, is this game worth checking out? Hell yeah. Like I said, it came as part of the compilation of SNK Volume 1, which was okay, but it was kind of like a lackluster port of the game, moving at a slower speed because of the poor emulation. So, it wouldn't be necessarily the best example of the game, but if it's the only way you can play it, you know, my attitude is go ahead, go for it. Why not play an excellent game like this? Because it's a shame not to. It's almost a crime. It's just an excellent game, and a lot more people should know about it. I believe this might be our first boss. I'm not sure. I haven't played this in quite a while. But yeah, it's really cool just having this game. Unfortunately, it only came out for MVS. So the only way else you can play is unless you have an MVS or you get a conversion card. Yeah, or like I said, the compilation is really cool if that's the only way of checking it out. But it's definitely worth checking out if you can. And worth the money to invest in, because now it's getting a little bit more expensive. Unfortunately, because it is starting to gain some popularity. But it's just a lot evolved. It's just an excellent game. It just shows you that the Neo Geo is more than just fighting games, that it has a lot more to offer. And I think that's really what makes this game outstanding. It's just that it has every element you need in a game. It's fun, it's non-linear, it's a blast to play, and it's just overall excellent replay. So the thing is that should you check it out? Absolutely. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of emulation, but if that's the only way you're going to be able to check this game out, go for it. Like I said, different stages, multiple paths, make it definitely worthwhile checking out. Alright, I'm going to leave a little bit more gameplay, and that's it. So, like I said, if you have the opportunity, check the game out. It's definitely worth it. You will not be disappointed. Alright, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Definitely check this game out, and I'm out of here.